Is 2026 a good time to buy a home in San Antonio? Here's the short answer. For the first time in years, buyers have real leverage. And if you are using a VA loan, the math may be better than you think. I am Christopher Beal, an Army veteran and realtor here in San Antonio with Veteran Real Estate San Antonio. Every single week, I sit down with families weighing this exact question: whether to buy now, wait, or sell. So in this video, I am going to walk you through what the San Antonio market is actually doing right now, whether you should wait on mortgage rates, whether it is still a good time to sell, and what all of this means if you are buying with a VA loan or moving here on military orders to Joint Base San Antonio. Let us get into it. So, is 2026 a good time to buy in San Antonio? For most prepared buyers, yes, and here is why. The frenzy years are over. A few years ago, we had under 2 months of inventory, and buyers were waiving inspections and appraisals just to win a house. Today, Bexar County is sitting at roughly 5 months of supply, and homes are taking about 70 days to sell instead of going under contract over a weekend. That shift changes everything for you. You are no longer competing against a dozen waived inspections and cash offers over asking. It means you can take your time, get a real inspection, and actually negotiate again. Right now, sellers in Bexar County are accepting around 98 cents on every dollar of their asking price, so there is real room to talk. The median home is closing right around $308,000. Understand what this is and what it is not. This is the most balanced market San Antonio has seen in years. It is not a crash and it is not a fire sale. It is simply a market where a prepared buyer finally has the upper hand again. Let us look closer at prices and inventory, because the headline number hides the real story. Across Bexar County, the median sale price is right around $308,000, and active listings are up about 12% compared to a year ago. That means more choices for you and less competition. But here's the key. San Antonio is not one market, it is dozens. In areas like Stone Oak and Alamo Ranch, well-priced homes still move quickly because families want those schools and that commute to Joint Base San Antonio. Head north into Como County toward New Braunfels, or west toward Bourne in the Hill Country, and you will find newer construction where builders are offering rate buy-downs and covering closing costs to move standing inventory. Here is what most people get wrong. They watch the national news and assume every neighborhood is the same. It is not. The smart move is to zoom in on the specific zip codes you are targeting, because your leverage as a buyer can change block by block. And timing matters too. We are right in the middle of PCS season, from late spring through the end of summer, when military families are moving in and out all at once. That can mean more competition for homes near the bases, but it also means more motivated sellers who need to be gone by their report date. Now, the question I hear most: should you wait for mortgage rates to come down before you buy? Here is my honest take. The 30-year fixed rate is sitting around 6.5% right now, according to Freddie Mac. That is actually down from nearly 7% a year ago, but it is not the 3% we saw during the pandemic, and waiting for that to come back is a gamble. Here is the part nobody tells you. If rates drop, prices and competition usually jump right back up, because every buyer who is sitting on the sidelines floods back into the market at the same time. You can always change your interest rate later by refinancing. What you cannot change is the purchase price you locked in, and you cannot go back and buy at today's softer prices once that crowd returns. That is why I tell my clients to marry the house and date the rate. Buy the right home while you still have negotiating power, then refinance down the road if rates fall. What if you are on the other side of this, thinking about selling? It is still a good time to sell in San Antonio, but the strategy has completely changed. You can no longer throw a sign in the yard, overprice it, and expect 3 offers by Sunday night. With about 5 months of inventory, buyers have options, and they will skip right past an overpriced home without blinking. Homes that are priced correctly and show well are still selling close to asking, around 98 cents on the dollar here in Bexar County, and often within the first few weeks. The ones that sit are almost always the ones that started too high and chased the market down. So if you are selling, lean on real local data, not on what your neighbor got 2 years ago at the peak. Before you ever go live, walk the home like a buyer would, handle the small repairs, declutter, and get it professionally photographed. In a market with this much choice, presentation is what separates the home that sells from the home that sits. Price it right out of the gate, make it show beautifully, and you can still sell quickly and for strong money. Finally, what does all of this mean if you are buying with a VA loan or moving here on military orders? It might be the best news in this entire video. A VA loan still gets you in with zero money down and no monthly mortgage insurance, and in Bexar County for 2026 with full entitlement, there is no loan limit on how much you can borrow with zero down. Now, combine that benefit with a slower market where sellers are actually negotiating, and you have real power at the table. Sellers can contribute toward your closing costs, which keeps even more cash in your pocket during an expensive PCS move. If you are heading to Lackland, Fort Sam Houston, or Randolph, you can use your housing allowance to target the right neighborhood and let that benefit work for you. So here is the bottom line. San Antonio in 2026 is a balanced market where prepared buyers, and especially veterans, finally have the advantage again. If you want to run your specific numbers, reach out. I am Christopher Beal with Veteran Real Estate, San Antonio. Call or text me at 210-882-8583 or find me at veteranrealestatesa.com. I will see you in the next one.